YouTube.
What's up, guys? This is Big Dru. This is Titan Lifestyle every Friday at 2 p.m. I'll be here with you guys for the next hour or so talking about Titan events. Usually we highlight a therapy here at Titan. I'm going to highlight one of the therapy of the weeks. Get into one of the topics that I have for today. It's food related. And then again, we're also going to talk about Titan events. And my favorite part, Q&A. So anybody who has any questions, now's the time. You got me on here for a little bit, so if you want to ask me a question live and direct, I'll do the best I can to get the answer that you're looking for. If I don't know, I'll just tell you I don't know. So it's never a wrong question. Obviously, the show's PG, so keep the questions within reason. But again, this is Titan Lifestyle, and I'm Big Dru. We're going to jump right into the therapy of the week this week. Every week, you guys, if you tune in, I've been doing this for years now. Every week we do a therapy of the week. Basically, we just highlight one of the products that we have here at Titan Medical. And this week, our therapy of the week, I believe it is, I think we're going to have our guys pulled up right now. But yeah, so if anytime you hear me talk about therapy of the week, just know that usually there's a discount. Usually they're taking some type of money off or something when they do that. So call Titan Medical, just ask them about it. Be like, I was watching the show. Dru was talking about different therapies that you have on sale, and they could give you all the info. Anytime you need any info, Titan Medical, just call 727-389-3220, and you could ask them anything about Titan stuff, anything blood work related. And you could also text that line too. So if you're a texter like me, you don't feel like really talking to people like that, you could also text as well. But let's jump into this right now. Let me pull this up for you guys real quick. This is live and direct. Doesn't get any more live than this. And again, this week, one thing we are doing this week is $50 off all of our growth hormone, growth peptides, all Titans growth peptides. They have a huge sale on that. So if you call the office, ask them about it. I believe it's on all the ones that stimulate, some type of growth. And again, I think that sale goes, let me see, I think the sale goes through, sale's good to the 13th. So today is the last day. If you want to get that special, just reply back to the texting platform that we have here. You just reply back to Titan Medical Growth, just capital GROWTH. It's kind of like a coupon code, discount code, if you will, promo code. So if you call Titan, just let them know about that growth code. And again, you're going to get a big discount on all that stuff. Now, in terms of the stuff that's discounted, I'll talk about it a little bit. One I will talk about is MK. I love MK. Makes you eat a lot, makes you grow, helps you train. It actually lubricates the joint, I noticed a little bit. It doesn't really give you that much subcutaneous water, so you may lose a little definition with the water. But if you're looking for explosion and quick mass, weight gain, and hunger, appetite increase, that MK is one of my favorites. I usually run it at least once or twice a year, depending on if I'm, I like to stay lean, but certain times if I'm dropping weight or I just want to fill out a little bit or get strong for a certain event or something I have going on, MK works great. Now you can compare MK to stuff that's illegal and all that other anabolics. So if you guys out there are taking anything that's a tablet that you're taking to get big quick, put on 10 pounds quick, strength quick, MK is a safer option. So guys out there, if you guys know what I'm talking about, it is what it is. But it's a lot safer option. And again, it's something that could be regulated through a medical provider. Your medical team was going to help you get through it. So it's not like you're taking something that is, not intended for human use. It's not like you're taking something that is for research purposes only or some have other problems. The only side effect that I experienced when I was taking MK was a little bit of water retention. But again, I actually liked a little bit of water retention because it wasn't so much sub-Q. It wasn't under my skin. It was almost within the muscle. So it made me feel fuller. And again, with that slight lubrication of the joints, it was a lot easier to work out. I was waiting for the BPC to kick in. The MK was kind of lubricating the joints, similar to what Nandrolone will do. So I know Titan has Nandrolone now too. So if If you're looking for something to lubricate the joints while you wait for the BPC to kick in to fix the issue, I recommend MK or Nandrolone. See if we have any questions on here right now. Also, if you're already a patient, all you have to do is just make the refill when you do that. So the offer is good for today. So if you're already a patient, it's simple as a phone call, simple as a refill, simple as telling what you want. If you're not a patient, again, I think this offer is exclusive for Curtin Titan patients. So another reason why you should become a patient, because some of our offers, some of the stuff they have at Titan Medical, it's only for current patients. So anybody who's interested in this stuff, they're gonna have to pay full price right now because they're not a patient. So it's always good to become a patient. Now, if you're a patient, that doesn't mean you need to load up and grab, all this stuff every month and spend money every month. It just means you're in the system where we're working with you to keep you optimal and healthy. Whether you do HRT, whether you just take it just for vitamins, whether you take it just for zinc. I mean, we have zinc. It's this time of year people get sick. We have a Titan Tri-Immunity stuff. So any of that stuff, even if you want to come to Titan just for Tri-Immunity, once you become a patient, you're pretty much a patient now. You're in the system. So again, you can get those discounts. Now, you're not going to become a patient today and then get the discount today. I don't think that's possible. But again, you can call the office, 727-389-2220, see what they could do. All right. Now, Titan events. Now, I know we have I believe we have like a collab with a gym for Titan events. It's going to be coming up soon. Let me see if we could have it pulled up. Cars and Couture. That was a great event. Um, was it last week or the week before? I can't even remember. These weeks are going by so quick. But Cars and Couture was a great event. The girls did great. They walked the runway. All the cars were there. John Sharice was there. Different setup this year, but it was great. I like the way they had it set up. After it was done, people could sit by and get the reserved tables and get served the food, whereas last year was kind of like a buffet style. But I like the setup. Cars and Couture is always good, and Titan always shuts it down. As soon as you walked in, you see the Titan Lambo. As soon as you walk in, so it's like Titan is everywhere. We had it on a swivel. As soon as you walk in, John Streets put the cars on the swivel, so you can see everything that's going on. Setup was good, but yeah, it was always good at Cars and Couture. I'm interested to see what else they have going on there, because every time I've been Cars and Couture, it's always been for a fashion show. And I go in, do my little runway thing, kind of leave. But I'm interested to see what else they have going on. Like, or even go in there where there aren't any events, just to see the cars on the track. I'm not sure how it works, but I'd love to get over there and just check it out. Maybe play with some of the cars, open them up on the track and stuff like that, because you can legally do that out there. So you don't have to go on the Howard Franklin or one of these bridges over here and do illegal stuff. You can go to Cars and Couture. You can keep your car there. You can keep it. You can have like a townhouse or like a house with a garage. You could have there to keep your car there, and you could drive it there and do everything there. So nice little setup at Cars and Couture. And again, that was benefit Jacob's Touch. Jacob was there. But yeah, it's always good when we benefit any type of charity stuff that we do here at Titan. Now, one of the topics that I had for today was veggies and are they necessary? One of the main things, people that know me, I like to stay lean year round. I do what I can to stay lean. The older I get, the cleaner I eat to try to keep that lean look. And then again, just dealing with foods that I know digest well for me, because I believe digestion is literally everything, whether it's another thing. I believe digestion is everything in order to change your body. So if you're not eating the right foods, that's one thing. But if you're eating the right foods and they're not digesting, now you really need to figure out what's going on. So that's another reason switching to injectable vitamins and injectable things that they have at Titan. That's another reason why injectable is always better, because it's gonna absorb the same way. So if you're doing 100 micrograms, IM or whatever type of medication you're taking, or units or whatever it is, you're going to get every last bit of that. It doesn't matter what's in your stomach. It doesn't matter if you're bloated. It doesn't matter if you're constipated. It doesn't matter. It's not going to affect the absorption of it. So that's another reason why injectable is always safer to go. And again, you're getting pure substance with no fillers. Now, onto the veggies. A lot of times when people ask me, how do I, keep my core tight and my abs or whatever, and they're like, oh, you must do a lot of abs, you must do a lot of cardio, and you must eat a lot of veggies. And I don't do any of them. I don't do any cardio. I don't do any ab work. And I don't eat any vegetables, like literally at all. So I believe that vegetables are needed if you're deficient in other areas. But as long as you're getting as long as you're getting your vitamins, as long as you're getting your nutrients, again, as long as your digestive system is regular and you're using the bathroom, um, and all that stuff, then it's really not going to make a difference to me. I know some of the best bodybuilders ever didn't eat any vegetables at all. I haven't eaten any vegetables in years. I don't like the way they taste. And again, with me, it's different because people say, makes you eat greens so your digestion is good. But if I go eat a whole bunch of broccoli, it's going to mess my digestion all up. So, how do you guys, girls, feel about it? You guys feel vegetables are necessary? And also, if you cut out if you're eating clean or you're eating a balanced diet and you're including vegetables, cut out the vegetables and see if you notice a difference, whether it's good or bad. That's the only really way to tell. So, I mean, if you can cut out your vegetables and you don't really notice a difference, as long as you're getting your vitamins and your digestive is on track and everything is good, then I mean, why even put them in there? It's kind of almost like a filler at that point. So, if you're looking for a multivitamin or something like that, Titan Complete. I know Titan has stuff called Titan Complete. It's almost like a kind of like a one a day. So if you take that every day or as directed, you're going to get your nutrients. So I'd rather get my nutrients through injectables. I'd rather get my nutrients through other foods than vegetables. That's just me. But again, what do you guys think about it? I know we had a question up there. Let's see real quick. Okay. Lauren is asking, do chemical sunscreens disrupt hormones or endocrine function? I believe chemical sunscreens can disrupt anything. I'm not a firm believer in sunscreen at all. I believe that if, as long as your skin is on point, if you can go back to the questions, I believe that as long as your skin is on point, in other words, as long as you're not burning, and as long as if you need to use other types of lotion to keep it moisturized, I don't think sunscreens are good at all. I believe that it makes your skin weaker, so then you're going to need it more and more, which causes more of an issue. So I believe, yes, that sunscreens do disrupt hormone and endocrine function slightly. Now, it may not be something that you notice right away, but again, everybody's skin is going to absorb something differently. And again, all sunscreens are not, equal. So again, if you're going to use a sunscreen, I wouldn't recommend it. Some people have to, some people burn, but I would do your research on them and get the ones that's as natural as possible. Because you notice one thing with people that burn, if you look at other countries, whether it's someone in the Amazon jungle or over in Africa or someone in the wilderness out in Papua New Guinea or something, some real rural country where they don't even wear shoes, they don't even have clothes, they live in the wild, they kill their food, this and that. Those people never sunburn. Like they could be in the sun all day long, they never sunburn. They're not using sunscreen. So their skin is a little bit tougher. But again, I believe that here, especially here in the US, a lot of the foods are weakening our immune system, they're weakening our skin, they're weakening our lungs, they're making our testosterone drop. So again, as long as everything is good and proper and functioning properly, you're not really going to need sunscreen. I know some people have really, really fair skin. A friend of mine, he's Irish. He's orange hair, red hair, freckles, real pale skin. He burns real easily. So I mean, if you're someone like that, maybe. But for the average person, as long as you keep your skin, you have to almost train it to not be able to use sunscreen. When I first shaved my head, I was working construction at the time, and I was out in the sun all day long, and I didn't have a hard hat, and my head was it would look like a red milk dud. It was like completely red and burnt because I wasn't used to it. Over time, once it burned and peeled and I put lotion, this and that, now I don't need to do anything. I can go in the sun all day long at the beach, no type of burn, maybe a little bit of color, but no type of burn. Now, last thing with sunscreens and things like that, BPC 157. BPC is a healing peptide that Tech Medical has. And BPC 157, it heals everything. So it doesn't just heal your muscles to make them recover faster. It doesn't just heal, an injury. If you had some type of strain or muscle strain, it doesn't just heal that. It will heal everything. So think about your skin now. It's going to heal your skin. So I know if you have sunburn, BPC 157 will help the sunburn come back to normal. And if you take BPC 157 before going in the sun, it'll actually prevent the sunburn. So once again, I would just take some BPC 157, take it as directed slowly, and then over time, just slowly train your body so you don't need sunscreen. I mean, it's other countries, people are living out in the wild. They don't use any sunscreen, they don't use any lotion, they don't use any hair products or this and that. And they all, it just seems like they have the best hair and the best skin. So we're doing too much over here. Now, again, here we go. Another question from Jennifer. Why does belly fat seem harder to lose than other areas? I would say that it seems harder to lose than other areas. If you go back to the questions, I would say that it seems harder to lose than other areas, because a lot of times you may have belly fat, but it's not as much as you think. And what I mean by that is, again, if your digestion is not proper, you may still have food sitting in there from your last couple meals. It's poked out. Now you feel, oh, I have belly fat. You may hold water in your stomach, not literally in your stomach like you drank it, like around your stomach. So if your digestion is good, I noticed that a lot of my clients, as soon as their digestion gets good and they start using the bathroom regular, they're like, oh my God, I'm burning fat. It's kind of like you're just flattening out your stomach. Now, if you're looking for something, now estrogen is also going to play a key role in where your body fat is placed, especially with women. Men and women, I notice they carry body fat in different areas because of elevated estrogen. So with women, usually they'll carry it around their core, their hips, underneath their arms, their triceps. So it'll be, and sometimes even on their elbows, where there'll be a lot of fat and water deposits around their elbows. So again, if you get your blood work done and your estrogen is really, really high, you can control your estrogen. That'll also help with body fat. And last thing, Jennifer, with the body fat, if you're looking for something to target your abs specifically, testosterone is great. It's going to help you gain lean muscle. It's not going to make you, look like me or a bodybuilder, so you don't have to worry about that. But it's going to help you target specifically visceral fat within your stomach, on your stomach. So it's going to target that specific area. So I'd recommend taking some testosterone. Again, clean diet, cardio, abs if you have to, if that's your thing, and then just take it down from there. But again, if you're not using the bathroom only once a day, but you're eating 4 or 5 times a day, chances are it's not as fat as you think. It's usually just a little bit of bloat. Okay, we got Tanya. Does cardio help more than strength training for getting lean? No, I don't believe it does. And again, a lot of times, if you go back to if um, a lot of times with cardio, is people think that the longer they do it, the better they're going to look. But in terms of women, when women specifically, they say they want to get toned, but they're afraid to lift the weight. You can't tone fat. So if you just go do cardio and become a cardio queen or a cardio king, and you just go there all day long doing cardio, and you're looking at the scale, yeah, I'm losing weight, I'm losing weight. Yeah, but you're also losing your body. You're losing your shape. So unless you genetically have shape, or unless you have the muscle that you put on the shape, you're just going to look like it's going to look like you're shriveling away. Now, again, calories burned is calories burned. I could go on the treadmill and walk at a steady pace for incline for an hour. I may sweat a little bit. Now, if I go underneath the squat rack and I squat heavy, 5 sets of 5, I mean heavy where someone's helping me get it up, I'm out of breath. I'm literally wringing the sweat out of my skull cap onto the ground. It's just really firing away at my whole system. So I'm sure I'm burning way more calories underneath the squat rack. Now you don't necessarily have to squat, but again, calories burned are calories burned. So why not burn calories as you're building the muscle to be more toned while you're losing the fat, as opposed to just targeting specifically cardio for fat loss, and then now the scale goes down, but your whole body it goes down. Todd, how important is protein intake when trying to maintain lean muscles, a lean physique? Very important. It's very, very important. You can lower your carbs. Some people, myself included, they lose carbs. They kind of like shrivel a little bit, but you can lower your carbs. You could even lower your fats. I don't really do a lot of fats, but protein, you definitely need to keep your protein high. Now, if your carbs are low, your protein needs to be even higher. So protein, people don't necessarily think protein is holding the muscle because a lot of it is not as light. So in other words, if you drink a whey isolate protein shake, it's light. So you're feeling like I'm not full, I'm losing, I don't feel it. But you're definitely gonna it's gonna be working. It's kind of like liquid carbs. So definitely protein's huge. pound the protein no matter what. And again, the more protein you have, the easier it's going to be to burn fat as well. So that leanness is definitely gonna come off. Here we go. We got Rick. What are the potential risks for long-term side effects of using BPC 157? That I do not know. I haven't had any side effects from using it. I haven't heard of anybody having any side effects from using it. I know people that have been using it for a long time, but again, I'm not a medical provider, so I can't provide that. But I do not see any, and I haven't experienced any side effects from the BPC 157 long term. Christian saying, are peptide clinics overselling BPC 157 benefits before solid human trials exist? I don't believe so, because if you have a solid human, I don't believe so, because it works. I mean, all this stuff. I could maybe not know the answer to that if I didn't know that it worked. Everybody that I know, literally everybody I know that takes BPC 157 benefits from it. A lot of people take it whether they're coming for injury or muscle soreness, and it speeds up the process. So I mean, you could do trials and that all you want. The application is I've taken it and works, and other people have taken it and it's worked. Um, Andrew's asking, how do peptides like CGC 1295 and ipamorelin support recovery and sleep? They both support it real well. CJC is actually real good because it's going to help release your natural IGF and growth hormone levels. Whether you're sleeping or not, it's going to help with that. But yeah, they definitely help with sleep. Sleep goes hand in hand with recovery too. So if you're not sleeping, then you're not really going to recover because you're not resting. So um, they work great with recovery. And those are two that I've used too. I would never speak. I have spoken on stuff I haven't used off of what I've heard, whether it's people I know personally and reviews and all that stuff. But I mean, if I've used it, I'll definitely give you my experience with it, and then first, and then other people's experience with it as well. So, we got any more questions? That looks like it for now. But yeah, back to the veggies. Veggies, I don't think that's necessary. What do you guys think, guys, girls? What do you guys think? They say you need to eat your veggies. Eat your veggies. That's what they say. You're growing up. Eat your veggies. Eat your veggies. Growing up, I was told eat my veggies by people that are not in shape. I was now that being older now and more aware, but it's true. Like you'll have mom and dads telling their kid eat their veggies, and the mom and dad is obese, are not in shape. So and then the kid will be completely athletic, eating candy all day with no body fat, but the parents are out of shape, saying you need to eat your veggies. But yeah, it's kind of like back when I was a kid growing up. It was always all these milk commercials. Drink milk. Milk does a body good. Milk does a body. Everything was milk does a body good. Now everything lactose free, lactose free, lactose free. So hey, I'm not. I don't like milk. I don't like veggies. I don't do either one. Yeah, the veggies is definitely. I've noticed a lot more people, especially when they can actually look stuff up now with the internet and all that. A lot more people are not eating stuff just because they say to do it. I meet a lot of people that aren't in shape or that don't go to the gym or that don't work out, and they just sound so off when they ask certain questions. When they ask certain questions like, they tell me you're not supposed to eat this. Why? And they can't even answer why. They'll just say, "Oh, I just heard." Or if I'm having, some Splenda in my coffee. "Oh, you're not supposed to have why?" Because they say you're not. Why? Look at the trials. So don't go off of what they say. Go off what you know. Go off what works for you, within reason, obviously. But yeah. I don't think we have any more events coming up. If you could pull up some events, I know we might have a gym thing that I think I saw online, but I don't think we have any events coming up as of right now. I know I got people asking if we'll be at the Arnold. We won't be at the Arnold this year, but good luck to everybody who's competing in it. I've been seeing Andrew jacked at the gym, and he's looking crazy. That's who I picked to win, not just because he's a friend and goes to the gym, because he looks the best to me. We need some height on that stage too. We need to get some height on the Olympia stage. We need Mr. Olympias to walk around and be looked at as Mr. Olympias, like have a presence and be like, wow, that guy, yeah, that's what we need. So I think Andrew will represent that well. He's got the look, he's got the height. He doesn't have any type of drama. He's a real laid back, chill guy. So good luck to Andrew and everybody else who's competing in the Orange All as well. Also, good luck to Patrick Moore too as well. Another guy from the gym over here at MI40. I know he's doing the Dallas Pro. So shout out to Patrick for doing. Hope he does well in Dallas, and Andrew Jack. I hope you do well at the Arnold. That's pretty much it that we have right now. We have any more events coming up, just tune in every week. I'll let you guys know. If you guys aren't subscribed to the email, do that. Type Medical. They'll send you everything. They'll send you events. They'll send you discounts. They'll send you different type of apparel we have. They'll send you new therapies that are coming out. Titan Medical always has new therapies coming out.
Thanks for the fashion show and hopefully an amazing dinner. I'll be giving a personal review for you guys.
Something we have here at Titan Medical. It's a Delta sleep-inducing peptide. And just call the office, ask somebody. You'll sleep good on it. It's an injectable. And no, it's not going to make you, a zombie or so sedated. It's like a gentle sleep. Because REM sleep is very important. Otherwise, it doesn't matter what you do. Not even gym related. Your life is going to change once you start sleeping good. Like whether it's work, relationship, kids, performance, everything just goes up when you have a good night's sleep. So sleep well this week, guys and girls. I'll be back next week. Hit the bell on YouTube so you're notified of videos like this. Also, check us out on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and also the podcast. For Big Dru, I'm out.